Hello and welcome to MBAP. Now, topic for today that you see on the screen is topics that you can skip in cons and still score 90 percentile in CAT. Yes, guys. Okay, why are we talking about this? Because now that we are reaching to the fag end towards CAT preparation, lot of students who are weak in cons, okay, they think that no, they will not be able to complete the entire syllabus, okay, or they don't like certain topics, and they still want to find out that can we skip certain questions, okay, certain topics in cons. And so if I do that, will I be able to get a good score in CAT exam? So yes, firstly, my answer to those questions is yes, you can definitely skip certain topics and you can still manage to a score of 90 percentile. I'm not saying 99, but 90 percentile tak possible hai in CAT, in the Quants section, okay, if you want to skip certain topics. So today in the video we're going to talk a lot about this. Okay, I'm going to take everything in detail. Before that, okay, please do subscribe to the channel, okay, in case you have not subscribed it. So please do subscribe so that you get these benefits on a daily basis, and also follow us on Instagram so that तुमको daily basis पे कोई ना कोई update in with regards to colleges, with regards to exams, okay, you will get that on our channels. Now, this is what we're going to cover up in today's video. Okay, so you will see the past scoring pattern in cons based on accuracy. So specifically for past 3 years, okay, I have done a detailed analysis with regards to the percentile, score, accuracy, and all of that. I'm going to give you a topic-wise breakup of cons in the previous year CAT exam, because if I give you the topic-wise, on this basis, you can pick and choose the topics whether which you should take or which you should skip. Okay, you can work on that. Now, firstly, who should think on this, on like think of skipping topics in cons? Okay, this is what also we're going to talk about. On what basis you should skip the topics, this is also we're going to discuss. Okay, so these are four major areas that we're going to discuss in this video. Okay, I have done detailed analysis. Okay, I'm just showing you right now. I will get into the details of everything. So make sure that you stay till the very end, okay, of the entire discussion, entire video, so that you understand things. All right, everyone, I hope that is clear. And on that notice, okay, let's go ahead. Now, this is CAT 2017, okay, CAT 2018, CAT 2019. These are the 90 percentile scores. Okay, these are the 90 percentile scores. People who got 90 percentile in these 3 years, okay, I have taken an average of the morning and the evening slot. Okay, this is what we have. Okay, so pretty much, okay, verbal was on a higher side if you see. Okay, well, like all the three papers, it was around 50. Quants, what we are discussing here, okay, in 2017, as quants was very easy, okay, it went into 44. Okay, now 2018, okay, it went to 30, and 2019 it was around 34. Okay, if you see, the total of 90 percentile is very close to between 105 and 110. Okay, that is usually where the trend, okay, the trend is. Now, obviously, here we will have to see that how many questions that we should have attempted, okay, what accuracy. So because here we are talking about students who are weak, okay, students who are weak in cons, okay, that's why, okay, in fact, yes. So usually what people have, they have an accuracy of like around 75 to 85%. Okay, I'm not taking 90%, because 90% accuracy is taken by those people who are good at cons. So people who are thinking to quit, or rather thinking to skip a particular topic, they usually might be facing difficulty, or they might be weak in cons. So they usually have an accuracy of 75 to 85 percentage. Okay. Now let's look at it. Okay. So I've done a detailed analysis. So let's say, for example, if you have to reach a score of 44, okay, that means if you do good some 19 attempts, okay, if you do 19 attempts, okay, of which you get 16 correct, okay, and you get 3 wrong, okay, you would end up getting this. Okay, understand, guys, whatever I'm discussing is with regards to accuracy of somewhere between 75 to 85%. Okay, so 19 attempts, 16 correct. Okay, now this is where, this is in case your CAT comes to be, or rather your Quants section comes to be on an easier side. Okay, here it is 30. Now this is 30. If I have to break up, like put a breakup to this, okay, this would be normally like around 14 attempts, okay, out of which you would get say around 11 correct, okay, and 3 wrong. Okay, if this, now this 30, I would say this is on like somewhere on a tough side. Okay, if you get a tough quant section, this is what will happen. Okay, in a moderate phase, okay, where your score is between 30 to 40, okay, this is where moderate level of quant section. So this is where you have to attempt 17 questions, okay, get around 13 right, okay, 13 correct, and 4 questions wrong. Okay, this I would say is moderate. Now, past 3-year paper is actually giving us a very good picture, very good analysis, okay, very good analysis with regards to how many questions we should be attempting in different level of difficulty papers. Okay, different level of difficulty papers, what should we be attempting? Okay, we are getting this. That means in the best of the scenario also, guys, okay, students who are weak, okay, 75 to 85% accuracy, you guys should not be attempting more than 20 questions. Okay, don't attempt more than 20 questions, because see, understand, firstly, this is only for students who are weak and they're struggling to score a 90 percentile. Okay, students who are good, students who are looking for a 99, okay, 95, definitely, firstly, for those kind of people, you cannot think of skipping any topic. If you want to score 95 plus, none of the topics should be skipped. You have to do everything in detail, and definitely your attempts will also go on a higher side. But students who are facing difficulty, for them I'm giving this picture that on a very good side also, it should be not less than 20, not more than 20. Okay, guys, I think this is clear to you here. Now, based on this attempts numbers that I've given you, okay, let's go ahead and check in detail, okay, what happens. Okay, now let us look at here. This is arithmetic. Okay, now I have put every chapter in detail with regards to the number. Okay, so arithmetic 2017 morning afternoon, okay, 18 morning afternoon, 19 morning afternoon. Okay, these are all the topics. Okay, and then you got what, like 12. Okay, if you see this 12. Now what happens, guys? What happens? Okay, if I run you through quickly any, like, the entire thing. Okay, I have, like, for algebra also, okay, I have geometry also, for modern maths, numbers also. Okay, I would want you guys to pause the video in between and see in detail, look at the numbers. So anywhere, okay, anywhere, okay, what I just told you is that on a very good side, how much are you attempting? You are attempting 20 questions, not more than 20 questions you are attempting. Okay, if you guys are weak in cons, not more than 20 attempts. That's the first thing. Okay, in the easiest of the paper, definitely if the paper is difficult, okay, you have to come down your attempts to like 14. Okay, 14 attempts tak lana pad jayega, because your accuracy is 75 to 80. Okay, all right. Now if you have this, okay, and I quickly go through the number of chapters that I see here in arithmetic, in algebra, geometry, modern maths. Okay, you will see that the total list of topics is 28. Now understand, you working on 28 chapters to solve 20 questions. Okay, is that making sense? No, obviously not. Okay, with this logic, okay, I have come to this conclusion that yes, you can skip certain topics, because on a very good side you have to solve only and only 20 questions. Okay, guys, okay, it's a very important part. Okay, listen to this very carefully. Okay, all right, next part is this, that now that you're putting like what, like 20 questions you have to do, you're clear with that number. If that is the case, go through these numbers in detail, go through these numbers here. Okay, like for each of the patterns, go through this, and you will see the numbers, okay, are not fluctuating much. Okay, you have to see both, okay, horizontally and vertically. Look at these numbers. Time speed distance, okay, to दो से चार questions के बीच में ही है. It is not that some year it is going to like 8 questions or 9 questions. No, so it is pretty much the same. Okay, plus minus 2 करके चलो, plus minus 2 करके चलो. Okay, so time speed distance, you can say on average you get 3 questions. Okay, mixture allocation, you can say on average you get 2 questions. Similarly, profit and loss, on an average you can say 2 questions. Okay, time and work, you can say like again 1 or 2 questions. So what happens if you look at these numbers? These are obviously small. And how are you going to look at these numbers? Look at a particular row, both in column as well as row wise. Okay, now when you see this, okay, you get these numbers, and none of the chapters, okay, even if you go ahead, okay, let's look at here. Okay, functions also is what, like on an average 2 questions. So none of the chapters is something that if you do that one chapter, you are going to get some 6, 7, 8 different questions. No, none of the chapters are like that. So definitely, I am not here to tell you that which are the topics that you should skip. Okay, because that definitely depends on your own comfort zone and everything. But what is important, that if you look at these numbers, okay, look at, like, pause the video and look at it in a horizontal fashion like this, and look at, put an average here, put an average number here. Okay, now for example, quadratic equation, now you would put like 2, 3, 4 days behind quadratic equation, 5 days, उसके बाद भी आ रहा है नहीं आ रहा है, but questions के मतलब questions कितने आ रहे हैं, one question. 2019 के मॉर्निंग स्लॉट में तो एक भी क्वेश्चन नहीं आया था. So you understanding what is happening? Okay, you are putting a lot of effort, okay, towards just one or two questions. So what I want, I said that 20 questions is what you need to be good at, right? 20 questions is what, like, in the best of the scenario you have to solve in order to reach to a 90 percentile. That means, okay, with an average of 1 to 2 questions per chapter, okay, even if you solve, मेरे हिसाब से, even if you solve like 22 or 23 chapters, it is good enough. That means out of 28 chapters, I'm giving you the good scope of leaving 5 chapters. Close to 5 chapters is what you can skip. Okay, you can skip those 5 chapters. Okay, you have that scope available. Okay, so you're doing 23 chapters. Okay, based on that you're going to solve some around 20 questions in the most easiest of the paper. If it's difficult, obviously the attempts would even come down. Okay, so that depends. So based on this, now go through this table in detail, guys. Okay, look at this. Okay, probably even in geometry, if you're planning to leave the entire geometry, you can see that yes, what is like the most important. Okay, if you see circles on an average is again 2. Okay, triangles on an average is again 2. Polynomial polygons is again 2 average. Okay, on an average it is like mensurations. So यहाँ पे सिर्फ 2 आए, बाकी हर जगह 1 आया है. So it is only 1. Quadratic equation is also more or most of the time only 1 question. So what you can do, if at all you're not good at geometry, okay, you can skip mensuration and coordinate. You can work on other 3 areas. This is what you can do. So this is the way where you can identify topics in detail, okay, and find that which is the one that you want to do, which is the one that you want to skip. Okay, on this basis you have to find out. Okay, I have the numbers very clearly given to you here. Okay, for past 6 papers, okay, it's 3-year papers but 6 papers as such, and that is pretty much giving you a good trend analysis. Okay, and I don't expect CAT 2020 to give you any surprises because of COVID and everything. Students as such are already in a very tensed manner, and in that tense situation, okay, I don't think CAT 20 is going to give you any surprises. So CAT 20 would be very much on the similar lines. So you know that what are topics and what would be the weightage of different topics. You already know that. So I think based on this, you can take a very close decision. Okay, based on what topics you should be skipping. All right. And I've also told this that students who are aiming at 95 percentile plus, you don't have to follow this video what I'm telling. Why? Because for 95 plus you are supposed to do all the chapters, everything in detail. Okay, everything. So I think I have given you the entire gist, okay, in all the, like, in a very detailed manner here. So please do follow this, and in case you have any questions, any doubts, you can definitely ask me in the chat box, okay, or in the in the comment section. Okay, we will answer it, okay, for you guys. Okay, all the best, take care.